Hi learners, good evening. Welcome to Unified Study YouTube channel. Here we are doing our paper 1 analysis of 11th of December 2023. So I'm very happy to meet you all here to do the paper 1 analysis. And as per today's paper, it be a kind of a moderate paper, right? Where we have a questions from very standard topics, as we all expected, been going on in the sixth examination that has been gone so far. Yes, so the questions has been very standard. So now directly we'll get into the analysis of the classes. Before getting into the analysis, we would like to tell you that about the courses that we are going to offer for June 2024. Target June 2024. This is a complete course for paper 1, complete course for computer science alone, and complete course for paper 1 and uh, computer science combo course, right? And here the details of the fees is being given. You can get into the website unifystudy.com, where you can get the detailed notification regarding the classes, right? Okay. And the paper 1 class, only paper 1 will be taken by me, Thulasi, and we'll be having a weekly 5 classes will be there from Monday to Friday. That's night 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Right? We'll be having a weekly doubt clearing session. Group discussion will be there online. Video call will be having, and we'll be having a weekly mock test. And similarly, we'll having a complete course for computer science that will be of 2 times a day, morning 5:30 to 6:30 and evening 6:30 to 7:30. And similarly, here also we have the doubt clearing session, group discussion, and mock test. And here also it is for Monday to Friday. And similarly, we have a combo of both these things. Those who offer this combo course, no need to buy it separately. Here you'll be having the offer of paper 1 and computer science, and this is also the same 5 days class. Same timings will be there. So here we'll be having the detailed concept discussion will be there, PYQs discussion will be there, the fundamental foundation concepts will be there given clearly, and you can access the videos. We can get the PDFs for all the classes which we are taking, and also the mock test can also be done regularly. Yes, and you can visit the website for more details, and the app link has been given here. The mobile link, using mobile users, you can get it from the Google Play Store. The details will be given in the description. Kindly do check. And this is the regarding the subscription. Kindly make note, for 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. If you make it as a combo, it's for 6,000 for both paper 1 and paper 2. Now I move to the paper 1 analysis of 11th of December 2023. So as we take DA and RC, as these are the most important 2020, sure we can get it when we practice it very regularly. As of now, the RC is said to be very easy in both the shifts, right? In all the shifts, the RC is being very easy, and DA is always, it's being lengthy in both the shifts, right? It's being lengthy of doing the calculations, data interpretation. So it comes only by means of practice. We can compete with others to make DI very easy, right? So when we go to teaching aptitude, as I said you in the beginning itself, we are getting very standard questions, right? We are getting very standard questions, and they are very conceptual too. Here we have got a question from adolescent learners characteristics, evaluation, Swayam Prabha. Repeatedly, we are getting questions from Swayam Prabha. In our YouTube, in our Unified Study playlist, there we have a video about Swayam Prabha and Swayam alone. Kindly do check, because Swayam Prabha has been updated now with 40 higher education channels, 40 school education, 40 competitive examination channels, and 200 school education channels, right? And these are said to be the current update of Swayam Prabha, and they're asking questions with respect to the channels names, right, along with the subjects they are offering that channel, right? So kindly go through. And characteristics of effective teaching and Swayam coordinators has been asked, right? I used to give you a keyword like, it's not a keyword, it's a mnemonic, right? Anu is working in CNN India, so that we can remember what is this Anu CNN in India. Anu is what? AICTE, NAPTEL, UGC, CEC, NCERT, NIOS, IGNO, IIM Bangalore, and NITTR. So with this, we can remember easily all the 9 coordinators of SWAYAM. And in shift 2, they asked a question from SWAYAM Prabha, and MOOCs has been a question, and classroom interaction be the question. So here also we are getting more number of statement-based questions being asked here in the teaching aptitude. So we have to be very more conceptually, we have to study the concepts. Yes, so when I move to research aptitude, again sampling is being asked for the past three shifts. They asked question from sampling. Sampling is probabilistic sampling and non-probabilistic sampling. Under probabilistic sampling, we have triple SC, that is simple, stratified, systematic, and cluster. And non-probabilistic sampling, it is snowball, convenience, judgment, and quota. So these are the samplings, and for each definition we have done the marathon. So in the marathon session we have clearly given all about the sampling statistics, scales of measurements test. We have got a question from scales of measurement, that too from the nominal scale of measurement, right? And it belongs to what kind of data? They qualitative type of data will use this nominal scale measurement, right? And then we have the question from referencing. So we are referencing like APA, MLA, and Chicago referencing when we do the research referencing, right? So the questions being asked in the research aptitude, and we also have a question from tools, right? One tool from teaching, and mind ministers for a mind mapping. That's a question from this one also we have got a question. And in shift 2 we have got a question from plagiarism level. Repeatedly we are getting questions from plagiarism level. Please kindly go through. See, second shift also we have got a question from scales of measurement. For your convenience, I have given you the levels of plagiarism. This is called as a plagiarism level, and this has been proposed by UGC 2018, right? This was from UGC 2018 notice. So level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. Similarities up to 10% minor similarities, no penalty. Similarities above 10 to 40% should be asked to submit the revised script with a stipulated time period not exceeding 40 to 60 period. If there is a plagiarism level, means they should be debarred from submitting a revised script for a period of 1 year. If that particular candidate's thesis has a 40 to 60% of plagiarism, means what they'll be do, they'll be asking, they will be debarred to submit their thesis, the script for a period of 1 year. If it is more than 60%, means that their registration will be cancelled. These are the levels of plagiarism: level 0, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 3. Yes, clear? Very good. Next we do communication. See, again we have got a question from Buddhist communication. Here I brought you from questions from Buddhist communication also, which will be useful to you. So when it comes to communication, try to be aware of types of communication. And today they've asked a question from mass communication. They've asked a question, right? Types of communication, we have intercommunication, intracommunication, mass communication, group communication, right? And we also have verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and we have been repeatedly in many shifts they've asked question from non-verbal communication, right? Non-verbal communication means our body language, paralinguistics, all these things we call as a non-verbal language, right? So they are in many shifts they ask questions, so the upcoming exams can also expect questions from these topics. And in the second shift they ask questions from mass communication and meta communication, and many of the questions are based on statement based question. And I've just brought you a few things about the Buddhist model of communication, so those who are doing the examination for the upcoming examination will be very useful to you. What do you mean Buddhist model of communication? It is communication with oneself and with others, right? This monk is communicating with himself and also with the other, that is other people, right? So the 4 communication principles must be preserved in order to reach harmony among human beings. With respect to Buddhism, so within Buddhism we have 4 important principles. That 4 principles are truthfulness, kindness, usefulness, and peace, right? We have to be truthful. Whatever we do, we have to be honest with what situation is being done. That's called truthfulness, right? And we have a term called kindness, and the kindness means be kind to whatever, be the human being or non-living being, anything. It's like be kindfulness, and usefulness to all the people who are there in the society, and try to follow the peace towards ourselves and also to others. These are the 4 important communication principles of Buddhist model of communication. Buddhist model of communication. Yes, Yes, this is the question. Buddhist concept of interpersonal communication emphasize on what? The right answer for this question is option C, D, and E. How? See, as we all know, right, Buddhist concept of interpersonal communication focuses on truthfulness. So definitely we know that C option will come. So you can check the answer where the C is not here. So you can eliminate this one. When you check out the other answers, that 1, 2, 3, we can check with it. Flexible morality, total isolation. Total isolation definitely will not be there. Why we are not there? The Buddhist people are not isolated people. They will used to mingle with people, right? They used to connect with the people, right? So B will not be there. So you can eliminate where B is there. So you can eliminate these two options because B is there, right? This will be called as elimination technique. And so what will be the option? C, D are the only option where it remains. So sensitive use of language. How we use the language is to be very kind. So selectively we have to use the words. So sensitive use of language, truthfulness, achievement of consciousness. So these three are called as the concept of interpersonal communication of Buddhist model. Right? Next, the Buddhist communication theory is simple and one-sided. The Buddhists understand communication as a social and a moral act. Yes, so Buddhist communication is not a one-sided, it's two-sided, as they communicate with others also, not only with oneself, they also communicate with others. Right, so it is not one-sided, right? It is two-sided. So this will not be a right answer. Then Buddhists understand communication as a social and a moral act, right? Yes, it is true. They mingle to society, right? And they obey to moral values. So they communication as social and a moral act. It is true. So option 4 is the right answer. Statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. So these are the questions being asked in last year attempt, and we have been supposed to aware of what is Buddhist communication, what are the things they are following. If we understand, so that we can connect with the questions which is being asked, going to be asked in the next upcoming examination. So it will be useful, I hope so. Next question. Next comes logical reasoning. Again and again we are getting question from that AIO. Please kindly go through the square of opposition which we have given in the YouTube playlist, right? So AEIO, universal statement, particular statement, positive, negative, quality, quantity, subcontrary, contrary, subaltern, all these things kindly please note it down. Subcontrary, we have been getting a question, and we have got a question from add ignorance. Add ignorance means what? Ghost. We cannot prove it is not there is no ghost, right? We cannot prove, so we cannot say there is no ghost or God, right? So that is because of the ignorance when we talk something, because of the ignorance when we talk something, and then we'll say what is fallacy of add ignorance. And then also we have got again in shift 2 we got a question from fallacy and mood and figure, and syllogism we have got a question. And in mathematical reasoning, see number series is keep on repeating, but different patterns is been coming, right? Different patterns has been following. And we have got a question from coding, decoding, and we have got a question from mixture allegation. So mixture allegation is also another type question. It's coming back again. And profit or loss question is asked, ratio and proportion being asked, right? And so more or less in shift 1 and shift 2 it's to be in moderate to difficult level of questions being asked in mathematical reasoning. And next comes to PDE. As I am insisting, keep on insisting from the beginning, kindly go through these topics, very important. Greenhouse gases, ozone depleting substances, and with respect to ozone, and questions and topics regarding protocols and SDG and MDG. Kindly go through all these topics, because they are definitely we're getting questions from that. Right, so morning shift we have got a question from effects of depletion of oxygen, and we have got a question from eutrophication, oligotrophic. They have asked a question. And in shift 2 they've asked a question from protocol, greenhouse gas, and SDG, MDG. There had been a question being asked, right? And kindly go through ISA, International Solar Alliance, and kindly go through Kyoto Protocol, Montreal Protocol, repeatedly asking questions from these three topics, right? And ICT now they have started to ask questions from Excel, so you can expect Excel based question from the upcoming shifts from tomorrow. Please kindly go through the Excel questions that we have solved there in the YouTube playlist. Kindly go through the Excel questions, right? And they asked a question from virus, and a question from features of MS Word has been asked, right? And there is a question from e-governance. And in shift 2, they asked a question from number system and conversion, and they asked a question from ICT phishing and spyware. So you can also expect question from these two topics also in the upcoming examinations, right? And then higher education, and shift 1, they asked questions from Takshila scholars. They've asked question, and see, Lord Curzon is being asked in both the shifts. They have got question from Lord Curzon. Please kindly go through Lord Curzon pre-independence, post-independence. Please kindly go through these years along with the things that they have done, right? Along with the year of establishment of all the commissions, along with the Governor General of that particular period, who has been the head, at what year it has been done. Everything we have done in a very simple way. We have done it in the higher education video. Please kindly go through all these things. We can make it clear within 15 to 20 minutes, right? So these are the questions that been kept on asking. Kindly go through the repeated things that we have been asking again and again, so that we can make it clear with by scoring a good score in paper 1, right? So those who are new to the channel, you wish to join for the courses that we are offering here, you can kindly visit unifystudy.com. There you can check the course details of paper 1, paper 2 computer science, and paper 1 plus paper 2, right? Kindly do visit unifystudy.com, and you can download the Unify Study app for more details. So we are doing the WB set analysis has been also, WB set PYQs practice is also being done. PYQs practice is being done on YouTube from 10 o'clock in the morning at YouTube. Okay, so those who are preparing for set examinations, kindly do join for 10 a.m. for PYQs practice of upcoming set examinations or paper 1. Okay, right? Thank you so much for joining. See you all tomorrow at YouTube for 10 o'clock PYQs practice course, and the evening for an analysis session. Thank you so much. Tata, bye.